Warning: the Mega Man X channel and all of its videos are not meant for viewers under the age of 13. Parental guidance is advised. Hey guys, be sure to visit my Facebook page store where you can buy anything figure related directly from me. I have a wide variety of figures, accessories, anything ranging from Hot Toys to SH Figuarts, Figma, and third-party items as well. All you have to do is message me on Facebook, visit my Facebook page for more info. I'll leave a link in the description below. How's it going, my fellow collectors, and welcome to the official review of this ZYToys 1/6 scale Harley Davidson Fatboy motorcycle. And as you guys know, this has been customized by yours truly. I gave it a new paint job, so we're going to start this review off proper with the source information. And the reason I got this motorcycle was for the Terminator 2 Hot Toys 1/6 scale T800. So if you guys have seen my review for that figure, I did mention that that movie was one of my most favorite movies of all time. So I'm not going to go in depth on the movie since I already talked about it. If you guys want to know my opinions, just look up that review. But I did give the score a 10 out of 10. So that's what this category gets. So we're going to move on to the next category, which is packaging. Okay, so now we've made it to the category of packaging. And there's not much to say about this packaging. We'll start off on the bottom right. You get the ZYToys logo. And it says motorcycle on the top right. And below that is the item number. And it also shows the different color variations you can get this motorcycle in. So you can get it in black, red, or yellow. And then right beside that on the left, we get an image of the back of the motorcycle. And it's basically the same image on all sides. Made in China. On the top, same image, motorcycle. On the back, same image with a different picture of the handlebars. And same image on the other side. And on the bottom, same image as well with the warnings and stuff nobody really reads. So yeah, there's not really much to say about this packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up and show you what's on the inside. So once you open up the box, you get this big styrofoam cube. And the way you open it is you just pull off the top. And you'll find the motorcycle sitting right there. So the only thing that's inside it right now, since I pulled it out, is the salt package and these little empty bags which contained the rear view mirrors for the motorcycle. They didn't come attached inside the package because they could break. So you have to stick them on yourself once you pull it out of the package. And then you also get an extra pair of Harley Davidson symbols. Now this bike came with two pair of these. These are the blank wings. They don't have the Harley Davidson writing on it. They're just wings with a circle and a star. I'm assuming that it's because they don't have the license to make the official Harley Davidson motorcycle. So they gave us these blank wings. But this package came with the official Harley Davidson logo wings. They actually have the Harley Davidson writing on them. Now, I don't know if those are custom wings that the previous owner that used to own this motorcycle got for this motorcycle, or if they just come with the stock motorcycle. Because I did get this motorcycle on eBay, and it was listed as used, but it's basically like new. There's nothing wrong with it. Alright, so for the packaging, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Because it's pretty basic. Alright, so stick with me while we roll on to the next category. Alright, so we've made it to a brand new category. And instead of likeness, it's going to be the category of detail. Now, it's not completely movie accurate, but it's pretty close. Now, I think the only thing that's missing are the red lines that go around the gas tanks, and they stretch all along to the tail of the motorcycle. I'm not going to be doing that because I'm not that good. I might be good enough to do what I just did, but I'm not good enough to do those lines. As I was saying before, these are the emblems, the wings, and you can see the Harley Davidson writing that I was talking to you about earlier. It says Harley Davidson USA. The front blinker lights and the back blinker lights, those were never a part of the motorcycle in the Terminator 2 movie. It didn't have these lights. And then we got the front frame down at the tires. I think the tires are plastic, but they feel rubbery. I mean, it might be that rubbery type plastic. Anyway, it still feels real good. And you can see the disc brakes right there. And the headlights and the blinker lights. None of those have actual light up functions, so, but I'm not going to be tripping over that. So, and here's the other pedal. And you can see on top, it does have the 2 gas tanks. You can see the openings for both of them. So if you want to fill it up, it doesn't open, but... And then you got the seat. That's not actual pleather. It's just molded plastic. It's sculpted to look like leather. And then you got the saddlebags, which are made of a pleather material. So hopefully those don't fall apart over time. And you can kind of see the rear disc brake in the back. And you also got the exhaust as well. And you can see all the little pipes and pistons. Really nice. It's all good detail. And all of this was all black, by the way. Like this big piece here was all black. And the engine as well. And all of this down here, that was all black too. And these pipes that run along all the way to up until this point right here. And same thing for this one too, that was all black. So I custom painted all that. Now we're going to take a look at the rear of the bike. And here's the rear of the bike. As you can see, the saddlebags, which we already took a look at. And here's the rear light, the exhaust again, and the same thing for the rear tire. I think it's a rubbery type plastic material. It's soft and it feels like rubber, but I don't think it is. And from this angle you can see the chain, but that's not metal, it's actually rubber. But it does rotate, but we'll get more into that in the category of articulation. And all of this was black as well. So I went ahead and painted all that as well. And then you got the speedometer right up here on the top. Really nice detail. And then you got this leathery piece here. But I think it's molded plastic as well because it feels like the seat. So it's not real leather. Or pleather for that matter. Same thing for the back seat as well. It's also plastic. And then you got the license plate, which says Wisconsin 2256D, April 2013. And then you get a little image of the state of Wisconsin. So yeah, that's not movie accurate. It should be California license plate. But it's no big deal. I'm just grateful to have a license plate at all. And yeah, that's it for the detail. It's really, really nice, I gotta tell you. My only problem is that if you guys can see all these black wiring that's running through the engine and the wheels, they're very, very fragile. I've had at least 3 of them snap on me because they're made of plastic. They're not like actual wires. They can pop off the engine or they can snap. So if you're rotating the front wheel back and forth, these wires can snap on you, which they did, and I had to glue those back on. So be very mindful of that if you plan on picking up this motorcycle. So then we got the handlebars here with the brakes and the rear view mirrors, which are actually reflected. So you can kind of see a reflection, but it's blurry. It's not like an actual mirror where you can see an image. So yeah, all in all, really nice. The only problem, like I said, is the wiring running through the engine and the wheels. So because of that, I'm going to knock it down a point, but other than that, it's really, really nice. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Alright, so stick with me guys and we'll roll on to the next category. Okay, so now we've made it to the category of articulation. And I am very impressed with this motorcycle and its articulation. We're going to start off on the front. As I explained before, the front wheel can swivel back and forth. But like I said, just be very, very careful with the wires. You don't want them to snap, so I'm going to do this very carefully. But as you can see, it does rotate. That's about as much as I want to go. You can go a little further, but like I said, I don't want to push it too far. I don't want to snap those. Moving on, we also got the handlebar brakes. These can move back and forth. And it's the same thing on the other side. So moving on, we have the pedals. These do move. And it's pretty cool because you can see the pistons move. So that's real nice. And also the wheels do rotate. And we also get a kickstand, which can pop out. And the bike can lean on it. And I don't know if it's metal or plastic. I think it's metal. But I also painted that because that was black as well. You can also see the spring right there. So yeah, that's really nice that can pop out and you can lean the bike on it. Alright, just gonna swivel it back. Moving on, we get the rear footrests, which can pop out like that, which is really nice. So, you know, if you had a kid John Connor, you can have him sitting behind Arnold and resting his feet right there. And then the rear wheel, I'm going to try to show you guys this. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. So you guys bear with me here. So it does rotate. And as you're rotating it, you can see that the chain is moving as well. And that goes all throughout the middle. You can see right there. You can see the chain moving. But like I said before, it's not a metal chain, it's rubber. So, you know, it's got some traction on the rear wheel here. So yeah, that's real cool. And as we move on to the other side of the bike, you got the foot pedal on this side, which does move. That's real nice. And this side also has the rear footrest for the other foot. And that's about it. I am really impressed with the level of articulation on this motorcycle. So for the level of articulation, I'm going to have to give the category a 10 out of 10. It's really awesome. There's no two ways about it. I didn't expect this motorcycle to have that much articulation. I was aware of some of the articulation, like the swiveling of the front wheel and the pedal on the other side of the motorcycle, but I didn't know about the rest of the articulation on this motorcycle. So it's a really pleasant surprise. Alright guys, so stick with me and we'll move on to the last category. Alright, so we've made it to the final category, guys, which is accessories. But before we start talking about the accessories, I just want to give you guys a really good look at this pose. Obviously, this is a recreation of the Terminator 2 Judgment Day movie cover. Alright, so let's get into the accessories. It doesn't come with much. All we get is the spare wings, as I mentioned before, that go on both sides of the motorcycle. These are the blank ones, which come on the motorcycle out of the packaging. But I took these off and replaced them with the other wings that actually have the Harley Davidson logo on it. As I said before, I don't know if the stock motorcycle actually comes with these or not, or if it's just something that the previous owner of this motorcycle had, the eBay seller that sold it to me, if he just got this customized and just included it in the package. I don't know for sure. If he just put them in the box for me. If he did, then I want to thank him very much for that, because it makes this motorcycle look even better. And besides the wings that we also get this base for the motorcycle itself. It's so the motorcycle can stand up without falling over, without using the kickstand. I believe it is made of metal. It's got a good weight to it, and it's got a soft cushion on the bottom so it doesn't scratch any surfaces. And the bike is able to stand up pretty good on that base. And then we also get the saddlebags. These in particular did not come with the motorcycle. I got those separately. But when this motorcycle first came out, you could either get the regular version or the deluxe version. And the deluxe version came with these saddlebags, and the regular one did not. But I wanted the saddlebags because I wanted to look as accurate to the movie as possible. And that's pretty much it for the accessories. I'm satisfied because you really don't need much with this motorcycle. Oh, and there's one other thing that I forgot to mention on the category of the articulation. This little knob here, it can turn. So yeah, you can turn that knob whichever way you want. Man, I really love this bike, I'm telling you guys. So for the accessories, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I know it's not that many accessories, but you're getting the bike itself, so you really don't need that much. Maybe a California license plate. That would have been cool, but that's just nitpicking. Alright guys, so for the total overall score, this motorcycle is going to get a 44 out of 50. The category in which it most suffered on was the packaging. But other than that, this motorcycle is really, really awesome. I do recommend it if you have any Terminator 2 T800 1/6 scale figures. Alright, and that wraps it up. That's another review done and in the bag, so I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, guys, I shall catch you later on the tube. Alright, bye guys.